everybody, welcome to our new episode. Today's episode will be about yoga for kids, and our guest is Teodora Gencheva, who is our yoga teacher for last, if I remember, 2 or 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Okay, Teodora, so can you please tell us a few things about yourself?
I'm a certified yoga teacher, Hatha and Vinyasa, and also certified yoga teacher for children. I'm also leadership and performance coach, and I started with yoga in 2018 as a teacher. And when I experienced the benefits of yoga, and given that I had a small daughter, 3 years old, I decided to take also the certification for yoga for children, and that's a really amazing journey for me because I love children.
Yes, we can see when you are coming to our school and how you interact with them and how they love you at the same time. It's very obvious. I'm sure parents can also realize from what kids are talking home, for example. We have only positive feedback anyway. So can you please tell us what is yoga for children and how it differs from other physical activities?
Yes, very good question. Thank you for that. So yoga for children is a very playful and interactive form of physical exercises. Basically, we hold our body in a certain posture, and we connect it with our brain, with our mind, and also with the breathing, and that has amazing health and mental and emotional benefits for our being,
Yeah, we see always the lessons, they are very funny, kids, they are enjoying it. What may be exact benefit or how kids can take benefit for their mental well-being, for example?
Yes. Before answering this question, let me go back to the second part of the question, which is how it differs from other, physical activities. So yoga is a very non-competitive form of exercises or activities where the children feels very free to express themselves and also to interact with others with the story that we are representing, and there is nothing about the performance, so they don't feel the pressure and the stress that they have to perform, but they're focusing on how they feel into the moment. And coming to your next question about how is beneficial for mental and physical well-being, so yoga specifically created the posture to benefit first our physical health by improving the flexibility of the body, stretching the muscles, but also strengthening the muscles. So yoga is working with not only our visible muscles, but mostly working with the muscles which are under our rib cage, which we not very often use in our daily activity. So it is truly beneficial for the physical health by stretching and strengthening the muscles. Also, when we hold the position and when we are breathing, we bring a lot of fresh oxygen into the body, so we improve our immune system, all of the internal organs. It improves our sleep and the children's sleep as well. Whatever is for the adults, yeah. The children experience the same benefits from the yoga, basically. Also is great for their posture. And this is very important for the future, when they're going to school, yes. And they're sitting all day long on the desk, writing, on the other hand is the mental benefits. So yoga really helped the children to concentrate and to focus better. We know that on this small age, the children, they are very active. They don't like to sit for a long time on one place. So it really helps them to focus better and to improve their inner balance. So we are doing some kind of exercise, like let's say a breathing exercise, which really help them to train this focus, to to concentrate. When they hold one position, they have to concentrate and to build the communication between their body and their mind so they can hold the position. On the other hand, we do have many in our stories, and we play games which we do visualization. So basically, our games are to create first something in their mind, to use their imagination. For example, today we are going to close our eyes for a few minutes, and we're going to imagine the house that we want to build. So after that, I ask each child, to tell me more about their house, from what is created. So they're choosing specifically materials, what is going to look like, colors, everything. So basically they learn that first they imagine in their head what they want to bring out to life, and then by using physical postures, we pretend to be as a house that they imagine to be, and then basically they bring out this to the world, knowing what exactly they have to use by our physical postures. We pretend to be a brick, a house, a roof, and whatever window, whatever they created. So it's really a lot of benefits on the mental and on the physical. Something else, during our breathing exercise, using different techniques, the children experience how they can really relax when they feel stressed or anxious. So it is help them to really calm down, to relax. Also, we are using relaxations, and basically the yoga practice is divided on two. One is activity, the other is rest time or relaxation. And this teaches the children that further in life, they know that they have time for work and time for rest, and not experiencing any burnout, around.
Like we experience normally.
Yes.
You mentioned a very interesting thing, like yoga may help them with the concentration.
Yes.
Which is quite matter nowadays for kids of any age, I would say. Small ones like our kids, for sure. We do understand that there is a concentration span which is short in their early life, but yoga helping, it may be even like for parents, for example, understanding that this may be one of the exercises or one of the ways to help their kids with their concentration, provided they struggle in a way, let's say in school, like primary, secondary. Perhaps yoga may be a solution.
Oh yes, definitely. I am recommending, and with the children we are doing like specific, with the small ones, specific exercise, because the little ones, which are around 2 and 3 years old, they still don't have the balance in their body, so they cannot use any balancing poses. So we are doing something else which help them to improve their concentration. And this is a breathing exercise with our hand, where we are moving our fingers. On the way up we breathe in, on the way down we breathe out. And you can see in this moment of doing this exercise during the class how all of the children is just silence. They are so concentrated because they are trying, their motor skills, like going up and breathe in and going down and breathe out, and they are so focused to,
I think this is very difficult to see for parents, that they really can contribute and interact in the lesson, because normally in daily life we don't have this focus with our kids, like this kind of exercises. So because you are there with them, you see all this, that they can follow, they can...
Oh, absolutely, yes.
They can improve even over time, let's say, when you take them from September and end of the year passes.
Definitely.
So you can see the improvement.
Yes.
Okay. I think this is very beneficial information for parents, and even perhaps considering all these benefits.
Yes, I was even thinking to suggest to you about is another thing to discuss, to create them like little notebooks where I put them their stickers, and I can write to the parents a message how their child, what I saw today. for
Yeah,
them.
this
what
seems
they,
very good idea, very good idea. So they are also informed and they really know that
Yes.
it works in practice. When you have this time for them, peaceful time, so they can really
Yes.
follow and concentrate. Because even for me, it sounds that, yeah, it may be quite difficult with small kids, you know, but you are with them, so you know
Yes.
better how they react.
Absolutely.
So what about the yoga and emotional
Oh, yes.
help for kids?
Yoga definitely can help with emotions, and so we are doing. I like to give examples, so
Yeah,
the
of course.
parents, you know, and not only the parents, but you can better understand what we are doing during the class and how actually yoga is help them. So one example I will give: we are doing like sometimes the songs where we recognize different kind of emotions. So we also play a game where I ask them how you act when you feel, for example, upset. So
Okay.
each of the children, they share what they're doing. And the most important, they see that I don't judge them. That's the most important. Because there is no, that is not correct to act. Yes, it may be not the most appropriate way to act this way, but the child first has to understand why. So
Yeah, okay.
not judging his first reaction. That's the one thing. So the children, they can understand first that they are not judged, and secondly, explain and understand why and what is a better way to act. So there is coming our emotional traffic light game. So imagine we put 3 circles, different colors, like red, yellow, and green. You have this.
Yeah,
you have
yes,
them in
yes.
the school. So we put these 3 circles, and this is our emotional traffic light. So what we do, we say an emotion. Let's say anger, for example, and the child understand that when he's feel angry, it's better to pause. You know, because this
I think
behavior,
we should learn also from this as adults, by the way.
Yes. But in our conversation, when we have this conversation, what do you do when you feel angry, for example, and maybe someone share, I like to kick. This is what I do. Okay, what next, and so on. So after that, when they come to this traffic light and anger and is coming to kicking, so I say, what it will feel about if some of the other children is angry at you and is coming and kicking you? How are you gonna feel? I'm not gonna feel nice about that. Yes. So when you feel that you wanna kick, you're coming to the red circle and you pause. So what we can do now here? First thing, and we are taking the pose of the posture of a tree. You know, the tree is stable, it stays still, is not acting. So we are moving to the yellow one, where we are thinking. So we turn into an egg, in the posture of an egg, okay? So what is the egg? The egg, from the egg is going to be born something. So now he's thinking, if I'm going and kick him, how I'm gonna feel if someone's do that to me? I'm not gonna feel okay. So what I can do instead? And I teach them forgiveness. This is something that I also teach them in the yoga class. What is better? If I forgive this child, because maybe he didn't feel okay at that moment and he didn't really wanted to hurt me. So maybe I can forgive, and so in this yellow circle during the egg is going to born his next step. And he also at this time decide that he wants to forgive. So he's moving into the green circle, like for example taking the posture of the frog. So he's now ready to act and to forgive. So
very sweet, very sweet, and very understandable for kids, I think.
Yes.
It's a very good model to show them how they should behave. And the fact that you said about that they are not judged, this is, I think, very important, because normally that's also for us as adults comes first. I mean, judging a kid because of doing something inappropriate or something wrong.
Yes.
So it's really applicable for us as well, because we just also need to pause and go step by step and dealing with the situation, which is more peaceful than perhaps normal, ordinary reaction.
Yes, because if we judge them, we say to them, no, this is not good to do, they already, something else that I teach them also is to accept their emotion, just to feel the emotion, okay, but not act on it. So when they feel that they're judged, that they're doing something wrong, this is not help them actually to release the anger. It's
maybe counterproductive,
guilt,
actually.
Yes, it's creating more negative emotions within them, like guilt, like shame, and so on. So after that, in the future, there are a lot of
difficulties if they carry on with
with
this.
Yes,
I think we can see already in young kids, I don't know, primary schools or something, that already there is something, let's say, they carry on and probably they follow if the matters are not dealt with or healed on the way. Like you are saying on this example with the traffic lights. I love this example, by the way. It's very cute and sweet. Okay, so in how it looks actually when you come to your class, and now what is it about, the lesson, how they can manage all these 45 minutes, let's say half an hour to 45 minutes. Can they really focus this whole period for all these exercises and fun activities?
Yes. So the yoga classes are created specifically, by storytelling, by games, by different activities, and also relaxation and breathing exercise. So it is like we are starting first with warming up, because we need to warm our body. Then we start with some fun games so we can get the energy a little out. Then we are moving like to a breathing exercise to calm down after the activity. Okay, we are telling stories. So yoga for children is not only about the physical and the mental and the emotional. It's also educational, because we are going on adventures. We are going to the jungle. We are exploring what are the animals.
Yes, we can hear that while you are doing lessons. You are in jungle. Yes.
Yes. So we use the animals of the jungle. We learn about the oceans. What are the animals into the ocean? We learn about transport. What kind of transport we have? Air transport, water transport.
I remember some plane or something.
Yes,
we used to do together.
Airplane, helicopter, and so on. So it's also educational, and the children are really interesting. What I like about them is that in the yoga class you can point out who is the problem solver. So those children, they create problems because into the story, I let them to be the co-creator of the story. So it's not what I'm coming prepared with the story, but I also let them engage with the story and create another scenario of the same story, So the children, which they like to create problems, they create the problems because they love to solve those problems. So very often it's happened like we are using a tractor, for example, and they say, oh, my tractor broke. So I ask them, so what we are going to do now? So this is actually helps them also in how they're gonna handle different situations in life.
To think basically about solutions. Yes.
So it's really, really fantastic during the yoga
class.
Very interesting. They have a lot of fun. They also exercise their body, of course, build their muscle strength and their flexibility, lengthening the muscles, balance for the bigger children.
They starting improving on this, I guess, as they get older.
We also create games which are partner games. So that's basically build their social skills, build their trust between the partners, creating, or when we play in groups, create a connection between them. So it's on many levels. Yoga is for children is truly beneficial for, and I want to congratulate you. I'm so proud of your school.
Manamu, thank you very much.
Really, because I believe that many schools and kindergartens, it will be nice to open to yoga and to integrate in their program. It will be just creating a...
Our main idea basically is always supporting any physical activities. As you explain now to all parents who may have some questions, yoga is beneficial on many other aspects.
Yes.
And that's why we carry on for so long, because usually at school we have different activities, we change people and external parties, but with yoga we remain for all these years because we believe it works.
Yes.
For all of us basically. Kids are okay, we are okay. I believe parents can see perhaps some benefits if they will watch, let's say, our episode now, and they will perhaps think about that the days that kids they have yoga, perhaps they may link some differences in their behavior or handling the situation differently. I believe they can see, at least, which is more on older kids for sure, and talking about the mobility and balance, which is difficult even for us as adults to maintain. I believe yoga is something to go for.
Yes.
For anybody.
Definitely.
And basically you can practice yoga in any age, right?
Oh yes, for sure.
From up to, we know from social media, we see many people in mature ages and they still practice yoga and they have very nice posture. Actually, I think in posture you can see that the most.
Yes, because you're confident, your body is straight, you don't have this heaviness on the shoulders.
Yes,
dropping
you are
down.
Open basically by exercising.
Yes.
Okay, I think we covered the most important areas. I just want to say something because we have some questions from parents. The most frequent question actually is how my child, let's say 2 years old, can really interact, because they cannot imagine that kids, they really try in lessons. After we see them outside or winter when we are in, they are trying in their way to follow your example or basically what you are saying, the stories or music even. So this is their main question.
Yes. I love this question because basically if you know more about yoga and if you see your child is doing yoga since he's born. I mean everything. They are doing yoga all of the time, all of the posture, like happy baby pose. One baby on 6 months, what is doing? This is happy baby pose. So they're lying on their back, they're lifting their legs. Is the moment when they discover their feet and their toes. So they're lying on their back, they're lifting their legs up, and they're putting their big toe into the mouth. Everybody who is parent can remember the picture. So this is one of the posture in yoga. So the other posture as a snake is the child is lying on their tummy and they're lifting their chest up, and their head up. That's the snake. So the children, they naturally, especially
I love the child pose. That's the best one.
Yes,
child pose is the best one.
Yes. So they naturally are doing yoga even if they don't know that they're doing yoga. So, but on your question, the children are so, you cannot imagine when I go, because my first lesson is with the smallest one. So you can imagine that when I walk in, I can hear from these children, and you also, yoga. They're so happy because they enjoy what they're doing and they really follow very easy. I mean, the smallest one follow even easier.
We are talking about ages 2 years old.
2 and 3, yes. 2-3 years old. So
there is no difficulties.
No, for them is the most easiest thing to do.
Yeah, and I just want to mention another thing. You always come after lessons exhausted. We are carrying altogether 3 lessons or 4 lessons
4.
when they go. Yes, depends on time. You are always exhausted. But these kids, they are flying. They are,
Yes.
they are energized. They are like awake. But you are exhausted.
Yes,
What that means?
No, I'm not. I cannot say that I'm exhausted, but I'm tired physically.
Yeah.
But I'm not exhausted.
Yeah.
I feel even much better because I love to work with them, and they give me also, to me, a lot of energy. I feel tired, my body,
Yes, of course.
because of jumping all up and down and up and down for hours. It is. And given my age, I'm not like 20 years old. Okay, so my body is tired, but I'm flying as well as them because they give me, the children, they are pure love. They just give pure love, nothing else.
Yeah, that was very sweet, very sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for inviting me
to
share this with the parents, by the way.
Our pleasure, because we strongly believe that this is one of the areas that needs to be talked about, perhaps promoted about with parents, with schools. So many benefits.
Yes. And for all of the things that you're doing in your school.
Thank you very much. I'm talking on behalf of all of us because, we have a good team, a very good team, from the management up to teachers and even staff who are helping. Over the years, we managed to build up a good team.
Keep going the same way.
Thank you very much.
Investing in the future of the
new
children.
generation,
Yes, the new
which
generation.
we need.
Definitely.
Okay, Teodora, thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure.
Thank you everybody for listening and watching, and see you in next episode.